Welcome back, the 2 Hours Talk, and we're live. Tonight we're going to talk to you as we're moving into 2024. We're going to talk to you about the top selling guns in 2023. Welcome back, the All right.
Oh shit! Did you?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Oh shit! We're back, people. We're back, motherfuckers. So, everybody, before we get started, you guys like the show? Like and share the show. We're live on. I haven't even checked none of my streams out, so we just got on the air. So we're live on Twitch. We're live on the Mighty Rumble. We're not live on Kick tonight, and we're also live on Instagram on Al's site and my site. And man, this is exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? WK, how you doing, my man? Thank you for supporting the show. Yeah, that's wild, man. Let me get my get my shit, get my stuff here ready to go. And I don't see we can't change the format here, Al. So for the see when you broadcast, think it locks us in. You see it?
Yeah, I see
See
it.
the tally's gone.
Yeah, I can see it's just a name.
Yeah, it won't even come back up.
Do the up the. Let's try it that way. Let's see. Try it one time. Where we at? Boom, 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 boom.
I changed it just some minutes ago. I'm trying to help you guys out on Instagram, see if it looks any different, but I don't think it does. Yeah. Let's see if we can monitor on Instagram.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, I see yours. I got yours, and you go ahead and come on mine. All right. Because I can't see my own. All right, guys. So like the show, like and share. Oh man, this is amazing for us to do this tonight. Double for everybody, and man, we've been working on this for a long time. We finally got
Well, what do you call it? Piece by piece, because we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, a lot of things happening. So before like the show on YouTube, like the show on Rumble, and those are the two most important. And share the show on Rumble and YouTube, and if you watch it, and it helps us out a lot. And we also see the big shooter WK over there, and Coach over on Rumble. We also see you over there. Thank you for supporting the show. And let's go any farther. Let's go ahead and thank who sponsors this beast of a show. And we're actually broadcasting in 5 different spots tonight, guys. I mean, that is a accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So here on the first page, you go saberteamtactical.com. And on the first page, you see Right to Bear. So Right to Bear is in the bottom left-hand corner. Click on Right to Bear and go into Right to Bear and look at all the features they have. Before you sign up, use our promotion code Saber, and I think your live is still up. Use the promotion code Saber, and you can save you $2 a month off of the shows. I mean, on the monthly fee. Yeah. So your live went down, Al.
Yeah, messages, chicken messages.
Oh, okay, and so then from there, click on classes, And there you go, Al. I'll check everything else from here.
Yep. So as we do, as we talk about all the time, our bailiwick is the one-on-one training. We provide one-on-one training to you, private training if you like to hear it that way. The same price that we would charge you if you were in a group of 20 or 25 people. But we give you one-to-one attention. You get the full max. We have had tremendous success with training people this way. And if you go to any of our Instagram, go to our website, go to our Google reviews, and you'll see a lot of folks are enjoying that. Any class that you see that's listed here and ones that we have listed with dates, we can provide that topic of training for you. So from basic firearms training for self-defense, semi-automatic rifle self-defense, shotgun for home defense, concealed carry, anything that you want that you're interested that we offer, we can provide it for you. Our next classes that are coming up over the summer will be August 25th, which will be the Concealed Carry Stop the Bleed medical class. That's a great class for everyone to take, not just if you carry a pistol, but anyone that's interested in learning how to stop the bleed, and especially if you carry a pistol, not only for gunshot wounds, but also for triaging any injury that you may incur out in the world. Slow it down a little bit. A little lower. There we go. And again, as we talked about before, all of the other topics, we can provide those. Rifle and PCC class is July 14th, and that is going to be the first one of the summer. Then we're going to have the next one in August. Learn how to shoot your rifle as if you were using a pistol. Stop the bleed, another good one. Those two go hand in hand, because even though you're learning in the Stop the Bleed how to work within a team as well. So you're adding pieces to it. So if a member goes down, how you can get that, stabilize that person and keep them from going into shock. And that's a really important phase of learning how to stop the bleed. A lot of people like to pack, and a lot of people want to play with tourniquets and all the other accessories, but also learning how to keep people from going into shock is a very important skill to learn. And last but not least, rifle and tactical gear class must be an intermediate shooter, meaning that you have to be able to keep your firearm, all of them, pistol and rifle, up without any assistance from other students, without any assistance from our instructors. You have to be able to keep it up, and you have to be able to listen. You have to be able to pay attention and respond and follow commands. And if you're not that type of person, then this is not for you. But if you are that type of person and you have gear that you want to test, no matter where you bought that gear, bring it out, because this will put your gear to the test.
And final.
Oh, yeah. We got April 21st of 2024. We're going to have a meet and greet. And this meet and greet is with rifles only. And it's the opposite of what we did before. And I guess down the road we'll do one later, and we'll have a combination. But for now, it'll be rifles. So you bring your rifle out. Do we have an ammunition count on that?
300. Everything's 300.
Rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 300 rounds and $30 for your entrance fee. That goes directly to the club, and we'll have a ball. We're going to come out. We're going to put everybody through different scenarios or scenario-based shooting situations, and you'll have a good time.
And if you can't get ammunition, you are probably going to be we'll find out later on what we'll put out on the ammunition. We haven't seen the price. We've seen the prices creep, but not 100% creeping.
Yeah, they haven't jumped up yet.
Yeah. And go to Top Laser Engraving. There's a video out, laser engraving on leather patches, and then I do plaques, dog tags. I can do your magazines, customize your magazines, novelty items. Just hit me up at saberteamtactical@gmail.com for that. And also 702 Coach. Yep. Thank you for watching the show. Appreciate you, my man. And I don't, for some reason or another, either I'm being shadow banned on my Instagram because I don't have any viewers on my Instagram. It's strange.
Yeah. What about now? Yeah. I think there's something wrong because I'm on there and then I don't see.
Yeah, I don't see anything. You on? Oh yeah, I see you. The one. Okay.
I got you.
So, yeah, you got me. All right, we'll keep it up. All right, and tonight we're going to talk about the top selling guns of 2024. So let me go ahead and bring that up. And this list came out in December, and but it's still relevant to what's going on today. So let me bring this up. All right, and let me go to the top. So we're gonna start out with pistols and work our way up from rifles to shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
So the top selling guns today.
Well, this was
And
2023 December.
yeah, this is December 2023.
Right.
So some of you guys have these guns. I know you do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have none of these guns on this list. Not one.
Really? You don't have a
No.
319?
No, I do not.
What?
I do not have a 19. I have a 17. I have a 26.
34.
I have a 41. And it's another one I have. What is the other one? I have 4 Glocks. What is the other one?
The
I can't
21?
remember. I think it's a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't have a 19. But I do have a dagger that's similar to a 19.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do want a 19, but I was pricing them recently, and the prices are ridiculous right now for a Glock 19. You know? So
Well, you know the old adage,
pawn shop.
when the pawn shop, and when new is not good or not the right price, buy used.
Mhm.
Especially police trade-ins. And
That's
sorry to say it, but they're not that beat up. They're not usually they're not. You can find some gems in there. It would be nice.
Yeah.
2024 would be nice today.
702 say he's got 2 out of the 5. So
Of the top
of the top 5. Yeah. So
Damn.
tell us what you got there, 702. I know
He must
WK
keep,
guy probably
keep
got them
track of the
all.
new stuff.
He probably got
Yeah,
every single one of them.
But see, also this guy over here, I'm gonna speak for myself because you don't trade, but you also just keep buying. So it's like you don't get rid of the old and bring in the new. You just bring in the new. But I just hold on to the old, and that's the funniest thing because when I was looking at, we were talking before, and I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, you got new crap. I got nothing new, but I still have an inventory.
Right. Well, I wanted. Remember, I told you I had got rid of all my old stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And I wanted to get rid of it because it was basically, if you did the research on it, it was some of the stuff was junk. You know what I'm saying? So I got some pretty good prices on it.
Right.
And oh my God,
we knew that was coming.
Yeah,
we knew that was coming. You guys will see it in a few seconds.
So 702's got the CZ75 and the 19. Okay, and but look at this. LWK say yes, 12 Glocks.
Who didn't know that?
he is Mr. Glock himself,
and he shoots GSSF too. So that when I saw 12 Glocks, first thing I thought of WK was
he's probably won.
GSSF.
He's probably won
exactly
at least 10 of those Glocks. I guarantee he probably won 10 of those Glocks.
And that's
you know
exactly what I was thinking. I said,
yeah.
No, all you gotta do is show up and there's one.
Yeah, he's already winning. Yeah, it blew his mind when he saw that 702.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, what's up there, Uniform Tango? God dang. Yep.
Exactly.
So the 365 has always been a good gun from way back when. Now the SIG 320, that's the one that has the problems, right?
That's the one that yep.
I don't understand how that's number 2. You know?
Military.
Oh, that's right.
Law enforcement.
That's right.
They still have to use it. You know the deal. Because if they issue it, that's yours.
Just don't drop it.
Yep. And now this one, that the black one is the law enforcement, if I'm not mistaken, and then the khaki colored one is the military, and because that one that we're looking at right here, number 2, doesn't have a external safety, and the other one does. The khaki.
Yeah, that's the one that's been going off on the law enforcement. I've seen a video where it shot a police officer in his holster while he was standing around in the police precinct.
Yep.
You know, this went off, shot him.
Yep. And there's one video, a guy shooting competition and show clear, and he show clear holster and pow,
It went
right in
off.
the holster. Yep, right in the holster.
Oh damn!
And he's a decent guy on YouTube. He's got a decent following, should I say?
Mhm.
And it went viral. I mean, it's not some guy setting something up to make
Right,
somebody look bad. It's
right.
literally just him doing. The video had nothing to do with the gun. It
Hmm.
just the gun became the star because of the action that it
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And it
And
was really
everybody's buying the CZs.
hmm
CZ's been popular for a while. I've
right.
just
See,
never been.
when you get
CZ to
down
me
to
is
it,
a heavy gun. It's a
yeah,
very heavy gun.
yeah, especially the metal ones.
Yeah, I really don't like all that weight when it comes to a firearm. You know.
Well, it depends on the application. If you're doing marksmanship or some type of precision, that weight is going to help you. But if you're carrying it around and it's just, waiting for the inevitable, yeah,
Hmm.
no. Mm-mm.
Right.
Right.
And uh, the Glock 19. Everybody's pushing the G5 and
hmm
the MOA, and it's got a hell of a price tag on it. To tell you the
Right.
truth. Yeah.
I'm surprised
Um,
the 19X is not on there.
I know. I really not. Uniform Tango said my buddy sold his
So the
their
320,
320.
I think he's got a lot of law enforcement buddies too.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he was referencing.
ATF too. ATF
Yeah.
buddies.
hmm Yeah.
And he also said, Uniform Tango said the SIG bl-
Sig
blamed the
blamed
whole.
the hoster for that incident that I was
Oh, for that
describing. Yeah,
incident you was just talking
he
about.
knows about it.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's closer where this guy was out there in
Mm-hmm.
Texas or out west. You could see it was wide open space where they were. It wasn't like a range or anything,
Right.
but they were holding a match like they do in California, where their matches or their bays or their shooting ranges are a little bit built differently than they are over here.
Mm-hmm. And he also said he's itching for a CZPL7. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm not itching for any CZs.
Well, that's a polymer frame gun that he's
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about.
Yeah, I'm just not itching for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So the
but
biggest
CZ
is
especially that 75, bro. That is like a classic. That's one of
yeah,
those
it's
guns
like the
with the
Beretta
inverted
92.
rails, right?
It's like the
The
Beretta
inverted
92.
rails. Yep.
Yeah.
hmm
So,
Yep.
but I think it's better than the Beretta 92. But that's
Yeah,
just
it
my
was one of
opinion.
those guns because the low bore axis, and some people call it a myth, but nonetheless, it feels better in your hand. And a lot of times, it's almost like when coaches used to tell you, if you look good, you feel good, you play good, that kind of thing. If the gun feels good in your hand, you practice with it more, and that may be more of it than actual physics. So it feels good in your hand. You want to shoot it more. You shoot it more. You become more proficient.
Yeah,
That may be
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
deal from it. And I'm
Scratch
looking
his.
at this. I got to get closer. I was
He's
looking at that and see that the Glock, the G19, is dropped down one. It looks like from
yes, it
the
has
previous
dropped.
month.
It has dropped because
Right,
um and the CZ is went up.
right. That's that. I
Yeah,
just happened to see the green and
yeah,
the red, and I'm like, wow,
right. CZ went
that
up. The
CZ
blocks dropped.
75 was made in 1975. So it's
Hmm.
like
It's
that's
still a relevant gun.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
almost like the Glock night. I mean the 1911.
And
You know
think
what I'm saying?
about it.
Yeah,
That's a double action, single action gun.
yeah,
It's hammer fired.
right.
So
Yeah,
some old becomes new again. That kind of deal.
yeah. I just can't do the hammer. I just like
I
nah,
love hammers.
yeah,
And especially that next category.
yeah. And yeah, 702 said it's the scratch the itch. It's worth it. So
Okay. So
yeah,
well, he said he got the three of the top five guns up there.
hmm, yeah. All right. P Walker. Yeah, I saw you on Instagram, PJ. And that Glock 19 is sweet. I have several 19Cs, 19M, and 19. Oh my God, you're a
Wow.
19 man.
Right.
Yeah.
What
So
do
do
you
you
got?
have? I'm gonna ask you, P Walker. Do you have those
Oh God.
tricked out with threaded barrels or some with RMRs on them, or that it's all still stock? So that's a question for you. And the
No,
Glock
I don't think.
34 is a good one, and it's a very good gun. So a lot of people buying that for concealability,
Mm-hmm.
and me myself, I just go full bore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here you go. P. Walker, 2 with RMR, and 1 with adjustable sights. All right, cool. Yeah. So you get a whole variety of different style of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go to revolvers. Revolvers,
They're making a comeback.
they're making a comeback, but they're completely unaffordable right now.
Bro, unless you go, all right, Taurus, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, as far as commercial firearms, right? And WK, I need your help, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Need your help because you know a little bit more. Those are the 3 in that order because the Taurus is going to be more affordable. Ruger's going to be in the middle with quality and price. And then for life of me, man, a 5-shot Smith & Wesson is damn near $700.
Yeah. Oh, no, 8. I just saw one for 8, almost 9, some for 1,000. So P. Walker said, "Yes, I have a 34 as well. I'm a girl with her Glock." Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
Thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
Our demographics have finally changed. We're breaking through.
All right.
So the Heritage Rough Rider is a real cool gun because it's 22. The Ruger Blackhawk comes in multiple calibers. I don't know which one this actually says that that we can compare it. And the Colt Python is brand new. Well, not brand new. We revisited.
Colt Python is over $1,000.
And it's
I'm just letting you know that right now.
More like it.
Yeah.
Same thing with that Raging Hunter is almost I think it's in the 700-800. I'm not
The
a fan
only
of the
thing
Judge.
that's affordable on the
guys
Judge
go
is
for
it's a piece of crap. You
Go
might as well
for it.
buy.
Both
It's the
of
high
us say.
point. It's the high point of Taurus.
It's not. It's more quality in that. I just don't like the.
It will shoot, but it's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's a gimmick. I see guys that believe that it's a good home defense gun because it can shoot a shotgun shell, but all that recoil is right in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
And
if you notice, all these are long barrel. None of them are snub nose. So
they make them in both ways. That
I know, but I'm just telling you,
right,
most people buy snub nose revolvers.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I think these are maybe what you're alluding to with hunting.
Yeah, these are hunting, and some folks are still carrying these on their hips. You know what I'm saying? Like 702 said, DA and SA hammer fired. Everything else is subpar.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Striking fire.
Right. And P. Walker, she gave us the smiles.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the show and watching the show. So we got 702 says Rock Island. 6026.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, 702.
That is a good gun.
Yep.
Very good gun.
Yep.
38 special, about 280, 290. Yeah. And has been around for decades.
That's
very
true. And there are a few out
good.
there. There are a few other niche that not the big 3 that are commercial. See, thank you, WK. I knew you'd come
WK,
through.
here we go.
Yep. The EWA, Vindicator, as it's because it's a German gun. Revolver in 357, 38 special, very underrated. Yep, and Rock Island Robert. Thank you. I knew that there was something that I was missing other than Taurus because there's other competitors now that have quality pieces out there that are just not the big 3. And you just have to search for them because they're available out there. And that Vindicator comes in 4 and 3-inch barrels and 2-inch barrel.
Right.
As an old wheelhead myself, I like 4-inch barrels. I have a 3-inch and I have a 2, but I prefer the 4. The 4-inch barrel is like right there for me.
In the 80s, I always wanted the Ruger Blackhawk, but it was $300 back in the day. You know, we wasn't making a lot of money back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same price it is today.
But it's $700 today.
That was $300 35 years ago.
Right. So the guns I look at today are the Rock Islands and the Taurus. So I bought the Taurus. Was it 686 38?
It's on the same line as the 686, but it's the Taurus version. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I think I paid under $300 for the thing. You know, so it's like, brand new with an RMR on top. They had an RMR bracket cut on top. So, also, WK said Charter Arms revolver.
Yep,
is another good selection you guys can go with.
If you look, and you know what, I want to say it, and since we have a lady on tonight, revolvers are not just for ladies. Revolvers
No.
for anyone that wants to carry it. Every time I hear someone say you should
Uh,
get her a revolver, I literally throw up in my mouth. It's like,
hey,
bro, it's 2024.
let me tell you guys a little something here. I transferred my wife. She started out with a Smith and Wesson Police. No, a Taurus. I can't remember what it is. It's police trade in I bought. I forgot to look at the nomenclature of it. We retired that gun, and I gave her a Rock 5.7 with an RMR 3 MOA, and she's deadly with it.
Mhm.
So, so that's what she's graduated to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think in this day and age, I don't. And anybody has any a counterpoint, you can tell me. I don't think there's any beginner gun, and I don't think there's any lady gun or any of
No,
that.
no,
You know,
no.
there's certain guns
Mhm.
that are hell. I don't like shooting the
I-
44s and the what's that other one, the Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun for me. I didn't have
And
no
I
fun
and I've
shooting
seen guys can't shoot 9mm, so it's
that.
really
Right. Yeah.
doesn't.
Exactly.
It whatever fits your comfortability, that's what works.
Mm-hmm.
Charter all day for a sub $300.
$300
Oh,
gun.
okay.
Yep. Yep.
I'm getting ready to start hitting some pawn shops. I shouldn't, but
No, you shouldn't.
I should not. I should not hit some pawn shops. You know what
Oh,
I'm
you
saying?
shouldn't, bro.
I shouldn't.
I don't know where you're putting
should-
all this stuff. I mean, at
I-
this point,
We're not talking about that. We're
yeah.
not
I said you heard me cut myself off. I'll tell you later. At this point, yeah.
B. Walker, she agreed with you, Al.
Yes.
And,
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's go into the next category: semi-automatic rifles. Now, if you guys notice, there are no ARs on here, so you don't see any. You don't see any of the Daniel Defense. So everybody's going with the Ruger 1022. At one time, during the Christmas stuff, the 1022s were selling for under $200 with the wooden stocks.
Mm,
Yeah, they were selling for $200.
wow.
And so people were, I don't know why people didn't jump on them and buy them. You know, some people, it was a lot of people buying them. You know, I didn't want another one. I already have one from the 80s. I have a classic one. And, but P. Walker said something.
Yep. I like that.
Proper training and reinforcement fundamentals will get you
Yep,
up and ready for anything.
Absolutely.
Exactly
Totally agree.
right.
100%.
And, all right, here's Uniform Tango. He's talking about the
he carried a snub nose for a couple years and was totally comfy with it. The Taurus 5-shot speed load, absolutely. Speed load drills were fun. Absolutely, because you could take a calendar and time yourself with it.
right. Yeah. Let's see you try to reload it.
That's what they'll take a calendar or a sundial.
Yeah.
You don't need any of these fancy high speed clocks because it won't be that fast.
Yeah. He said, remember that when I was talking about the Ruger 1022s were for
Yep.
sale.
Mm-hmm.
So you might still be, if you search hard enough, I think you can still see those Ruger 1022s out there for sales. And for that price, but that they're about to stop. All sales are about to come to an end here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. They're definitely going to slow down.
Everybody who's watching us on Instagram, please come over to YouTube or Rumble.
See the full production.
See the full production.
Mhm.
And
So right while we have a little pause, these prices I was trying to figure out why. There were guns that were sold on Gunbroker. So this matrix that we're looking at comes from Gunbrokers.
that's the
why I was
first
like,
place where everybody goes to.
Right. When I looked at a Browning bar as number 2, I was like, who bought that? And then I had to go find out what the source was. So yeah, I can see that. You know, some of these guns are making a resurgence, especially like the Ruger Mini 14, and
Oh, the
also
Ruger Mini 14 is a classic.
the classic.
But
And
you're looking at $1,500 to $1,700 for a Ruger Mini 14.
but legally, it can kind of traverse through all these other states that have restrictions.
Yes, it can. It's a beast of a gun.
But it doesn't look mean.
Yeah, it's
And it's not
5.56.
black. It's not black.
5.56 or 223, and it is a beast of a gun. It's just it's not affordable. Like it was never
No.
affordable.
No, it was a ranch gun.
Yeah.
You know, well, it still is.
So they got the Browning BAR rifles. That's never been on my radar for any of those. Now I know why these Israeli.
WK, you good, bro? You good? You'll see something in a minute.
Okay.
Keep going.
I know why the Israeli industry weapons, the Tavar, are selling so much because what's going on over in Israel, and there's been a lot of people from that region that lives here in the United States been buying those weapons because they're
Right.
pretty comfortable with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like we go someplace overseas and it was like handing out AKs or ARs. Majority of us would probably grab the ARs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, um, let's see what they catch up
So
on some of these.
the Mini 14 was number 8 in the last poll, and
Yeah,
it went up. And
it
then
went
the
up.
Sestava was number 4, and it dropped down one.
Hmm. So 702 is talking about the Rossi. Um, he said he paid 110 for a Rossi RS22.
Mm.
Purchase one each for his kids. Yeah, those are good guns. That's a good price too.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I
think
said,
is that the same as the Rascal?
what's
I think
that?
that's the RS22. That's like a really nice beginner gun. That's a
Yeah,
beginner gun.
yeah. Oh, it's a plinker.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah. But for a lot of you guys, go to your gun shops, especially your seasoned collectors. Go to gun shops, buy your guns. Not gun shops, but pawn shops,
Pawn shop.
and go to buy some guns. But when you go to those pawn shops, do not take a credit card. Do not take a debit card. Go there with cash. And if you have a gun you want to buy, you know the retails for $350. Go there with about $400 cash because you're going to need to be able to barter. And you got to show these guys that cash in order to barter. And so you're not bluffing. So you go there a card, they can't
No,
work
they're gonna
with you.
pull it. They're gonna pull it. They want more out of you.
Yeah, they can't work with you that card too much. But if you go up there with cash, they be like, yeah. And you let them see it, throw it on the table and say, hey, they got a gun for, I'd say $350. Offer them $300. You know what I'm saying? Or $375 if you want to start going back and forth. And they will either they're gonna say yes and no, but
Right.
be ready to walk away when they say no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't sit there and be like, and raise the price yourself. Don't
Right.
do it. You got to be able to walk
I've
out.
seen that happen. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Walk
And
out.
on top of that, with walking out, if you don't have a pawn shop in your area, even some of the gun stores that buy and sell guns, they sell used guns. Go there. It's the same, almost the same deal. They're looking at trying to get the cash. They rather have that cash in as opposed to having the gun sitting there in inventory.
And a lot of websites, what I've been dealing with is guns.com. You can make offers on guns.com, you know, that's lower than what they advertise it. And they either come back and say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give them the actual price or offer them the actual price. And they will ship that gun in one whole day.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the lever actions. Let me once we get
I saw WK's response.
Yeah.
Leave
All right.
that one there.
So the AKs, the
Sestava.
Zastava is a high expensive AK.
It used to not be.
I know it is
Yeah, I had
very
one of those.
expensive.
Now,
Very expensive.
everything, every AK is starting at about $800. Even your buddies, the PSA gun,
Yes,
which is a decent gun. That's still going in this.
they're $800.
Right?
I fortunately got one for 600 and some change, and my other one cost me 800. Now the guns are going for. They're not even dropping them on sale. I haven't seen blims. I haven't seen nothing. If you go to some of these other sites, AKs are running from 1,000 to 1,700 for AKs. Romanian AK,
there you go.
$275.
Yep.
That it used to be, it's $1,700 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't afford it. It's ridiculous. So, now
I think this is the hunting season. And
Yeah.
they stood the same. They stood the same number 1 through 5 stayed the same.
let's answer his lever action. All lever action rifles: Henry, Winchester, Marlin, Rossi, Browning, all top sellers.
Yep.
Right.
We talked about
They're
that
top
already.
sellers, all right. They're expensive.
And they got top money too.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I love the look of the lever action. I respect it, but this is 2024. I'm not
I
going
have
to
a
the
minimum
wilderness.
that I want to spend on guns, and I'm cheap.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I could spend $1,000 on a gun that my grandfather could have had, or
Yeah,
his grandfather.
I just can't do it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And cash,
Is
king,
king and queen.
queen. Yep,
Absolutely.
that's right. You got cash, you can talk.
Hmm.
702 said cream. I don't know what
Cash
that
rules
means.
everything around me.
Okay.
I'll help you.
All right. Yeah, you from that New York, so you know. Uh, P. Walker, old school training does not complete with yourself.
Don't compete with yourself. Now, know your stuff and learn to walk away.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's what he was talking about when you said that don't
She.
up the price on yourself. I'm sorry, P. Walker. We're just getting to know each other, and it's a non-visual situation. But anyway, yeah, she was talking about when you said don't raise the price on yourself.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah,
to know
yeah.
yourself so that you can win the walk away and just turn your back and go.
Right.
Forgive me.
Okay. And WK said RS-22 is magazine fed, semi-automatic, 22 long rifle,
Okay. Okay.
just like the
like the
Ruger
1022.
1022,
Right.
bargain price 22 long rifle.
Cool.
Okay.
I wonder if it used the same magazines. That would be cool. I gotta
Yeah,
look
that
that
would
up.
be cool, but it probably don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Hmm.
Uniform Tango said my buddy haunts
Hmm.
pawn shops and is always getting deals on heaters. He's always getting them to drop the price. Yeah, but what
Right.
is he doing with them? You know, now see the thing of it is, you
Like
can.
you. I'm sorry. I was trying to hold it in. I'm sorry. He's
I
like you.
dude, I have build ups. Hold
No.
on. Let me explain myself now.
Go
Let
ahead.
me explain
Go ahead.
myself.
You got it.
Let all right. I have a few under my belt now that are still in the boxes, haven't been touched, haven't been
Mhm.
fired. Those are my traders. Those are my sellers.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I have some to trade and sell because I know times are getting ready to get hard in this year. And some people, guns might run out if we have
Mhm.
some events that we predicted.
Okay.
And so if they do, I'll be ready to cash in.
I got you. I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear your investment, but I
Right.
also want you to understand. He said my buddy haunts pawn shops. Right. That was the first part. You haunt pawn shops. I've been with you where we had XYZ to do, and you still said he couldn't stop. He kept looking over at the pawn shop, and I'm like, I'm going over there in a minute. I said, no, we gotta get this done. Yeah, when I'm finished. Believe it or not, once we finished what we had to get done, both of us standing in the pawn shop. And the one time we went, they had nothing. It was scarce.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Dude, that was the time we went and they were selling sneakers, used
Right.
sneakers. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah.
doing in it?
Yeah.
He scoured this place because he was looking for guns. He had to make sure before we left that it was totally void of anything that he could possibly make a deal on. And then he said, we could leave. I said, dude, you see they got used sneakers in here? And we were like, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. They were selling used, was it Jordans?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
Jordan.
they were selling
Yeah,
used.
it's like
and they were not,
270 or 200, something like that.
and they did not look like something that you would purchase. They look like
Right.
they should be in a museum somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. But he gonna talk about this. What is he doing with them? But same thing you're doing with them.
All right. You got me. You know, I have to say it for the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Zebra has
It
doubled.
was doubled in price. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me take a time out real quick. One other thing that I like about what we do in this show is that the things that we say are validated by people with knowledge. Because I know a bunch of the guys, and not necessarily personally, but I've seen the guys communicated with social media, and we stand to be corrected. So when we say something and it's out of line, come through. And that's what we expect from you. From me and WK go way back, but love you all the much. When I see this stuff, when Al just mentioned that the Sestava price went up, and then we get Uniform Tango come through and say that it's been doubled in price. These are across the region because he doesn't live where we live. He lives in another area, and he's seeing the same thing because it's pretty much blanket across the nation.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
So Uniform Tango said, dude, I want one too, but these prices for these lever actions make me frown. Yes. We haven't even got into the lever actions yet.
No,
We haven't even talked about the bolt actions yet. You know what I'm saying? But we can probably skip some of this bolt
well,
action.
the bolt
section.
action is hunting stuff.
Yeah,
and
let's go through this real quick. Then I'm gonna finish answering some of the questions. So everybody goes to the Ruger. The Ruger is the most cheapest right now on the market.
Good quality too,
and it's very good quality. Browning, Remington 700s are the most popular. The 700s were the ones that was used in the military. The M700s, and that's the one we actually carry was an M700 with a Leopold scope on it. So the baby can reach out at 800 to 1,000 yards like it was nothing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And you really didn't even have to adjust the sights. I mean, you just put the crosshairs on it. Boom, it's moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Only problem with the 700 in civilian world is it's do yourself a favor if you want a little joke. Type in 700 Remington 700 model 700 lawsuits, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Right. And the gun that has not been recalled.
And the underrated gun that a lot of people don't realize, Savage. Savage has been
Axis series,
yeah, they've been around a long time, and they hang up there with the Ruger, and but a lot of people don't buy them because they think they're buying a Pinot, and it's not a Pinot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and if you change the stock on that gun, all you do have to do is it Boyd's, I think is a good stock. Drop in a Boyd's, and that gun is now probably, as we talked about, doubled in value and quality.
Right.
Savage. Yep.
So now we're gonna get into the lever action. Well, let me go ahead and answer some of these.
Yep.
So Fortango laughed about he can't afford those. And 702 said the RS-22 has its own 10-round magazine with a 20-rounder available.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was asking if it worked with the Ruger.
Yeah, it's proprietary. So yeah, you'll be stuck. You probably can't go to CDNN and buy magazines for it. But that's a good place to look though. Or was it Guns Magazine Warehouse or something like that?
Magazine.
Yeah. Fortango laughing again. P. Walker, my man. Yeah, we said something funny.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was getting on you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the rest of these are.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Please, hit the thumbs up on the channels you're watching on, either YouTube or Rumble. Yep. Hit the thumbs up for us. It helps us out in the numbers and push the show up. And like I said, we're broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and my Instagram account is still up. That's right. And for everybody who's watching on Instagram, please come over to YouTube or Rumble. And I even see Chevy over there on Instagram. What's up, my man?
What's up, Chevy?
Yeah. AK Viking and some other people up there. But you guys just joined the channel, and you can watch the full production show on YouTube or Rumble. And thank you, WK. So WK and Mossberg, forgot all about Mossberg for bolt action rifles.
And that's why WK's here.
There you go. Thank you. Mossberg for bolt action rifles. And I was turned on to Mossberg. I didn't know they made it bolt action rifles until the late 80s. Had a friend of mine who had one, and he turned me on to a Mossberg bolt action rifle, and I was very impressed with it. You know what I'm saying? All right. And FYI, Uniform Tango, the RS-22, and the Mossberg Plinker can swap magazines. That is good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And P. Walker, I'm in the market for a lever action rifle, side by side or over under.
Wow.
Okay.
All three or one?
One. I think she's looking for either or.
Right.
Over an action or side by
separate,
side,
and then the side by side shotgun. That sounds like single action shooting society.
Oh, P. Walker has a Mossberg bolt action rifle. Oh my God! But P. Walker also said all three.
Yep, that's what I heard after it let it sink for a minute.
Sounds
That
like
sounds
some
like
sounds like some pawn shop shopping.
and not only that, but cowboy action shooting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, you can probably still find some good deals online.
Hmm.
So you got the Henry Big Boy.
And
That
what's
is
the
a big boy.
standard?
And it's got a big boy price on there too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is true.
It's got a big price. You got the Henry side by
The
side.
side gate. So
Yeah, the side gate. That's the classic.
yeah, the
You know
one
what I'm
on the
saying?
top loads by a tube, and
Hmm.
the second one has the side gate. You can load through the
Yeah,
side
you'll
gate.
feel like a real cowboy with that one.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Marlin 1895. Marlin makes some good lever action rifles. You know. Then you
So
got
a
the
side gate right now, just to give you a comparison, a side gate in 44 Magnum is a big boy is 11.99, and
oof,
that's not even a golden boy. That's just
right.
the regular one that we're looking at right there.
Hmm.
So the golden boy has got to be at least another $200 or $300
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, you get some of those Henrys can get up to the octagon barrels. You're going 17.3.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
My
yeah.
dad, I always wanted a Henry um, lever action. My dad always talked about it. He carried one when he was young. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Well, I
"Where's that
wanted
gun?"
one to put on the mantelpiece.
I'm not doing all that. Mm.
See, that's it.
I got to dust that damn thing. You out of your mind.
Well,
All right.
that's the way I
Rossi.
see it. I mean, the practicality, and I've seen a couple that have been modernized or tacked out, and they look pretty
Mhm.
cool. But once you start adding all that stuff, I think you take away from it. That's me
What the
personally.
tactile? I don't
Yeah,
know,
you
man.
start
I like this. I like the
adding
tactile look. I'm
rails.
not into all this cowboy
You
action
don't think
stuff. You
you
know
know
what I'm saying?
cowboy had no rail on his gun? He didn't have no need for a flashlight.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna put a flashlight on there, but I'm gonna put a rail. I'm gonna run me an optic on there, so I maneuver faster.
Oh,
You
you
know what I'm
said
saying?
see it on the top. I'm thinking of on the
Yeah.
bottom, like
No.
accessories.
I'm gonna run a rail on top. Only thing I would want on a lever action is a rail on top, so I can run an optic. That's
Okay,
it.
okay,
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
that makes sense.
Rossi's are good. Then you got the Marlin. You got the 1894s. It's still an classic gun. Those things been around for a long time. They were selling like hotcakes back in the 80s. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying?
okay.
So Mark Alliance 66 just picked up a Maverick 88. Any advice on any accessories that will make it any more robust for home defense, if that is possible? Yes. Go online and buy you a 500 rounds of double aught buck or and slugs each. So you should have 1,000 rounds of both double aught bucks and slugs. That's the only thing that's going to help you. Uh, so
I get you, but if you wanted to add something, a side saddle for that to have hold more ammunition, to be good too.
it's just five. You know, you can do that. But
Well, when you are limited capacity shotgun or an extended magazine tube on the shotgun, something like that, those are pluses. They're what you call force equalizers or force multipliers. Those are things that help you stay in the fight.
yeah, but the
To
thing of it
me, all
is,
the other stuff, lasers and
yeah,
doohads, that
don't do no
I don't.
lasers. You really don't need any red dots. If it has the for the scope mounts, see if you can buy a rail kit for the scope mounts,
Mm,
and you can throw an RMR on there.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
yep,
that'll help out.
yep.
And you can get some
See
decent
if it's tapped.
RMRs.
It might be
So yeah,
tapped.
see if it's tapped,
Yep.
and you can get a rail. You can mount a rail kit on top, put an RMR on it, and that'll help you with the aiming, acquisition, and targeting a lot faster. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's the only other accessory I would add is an RMR and a rail kit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Maybe
we got
like what
two.
Al said with the 5 shells inside, you can add
Hmm.
that too, because once you start jacking, your first 3 rounds, you're gonna want to put 3 more in there, unless you're gonna have a whole pocket full of
Hmm.
shells.
Right. And that's always what happens. Your first loadout, even when you go to different schools, the first time you load from the gun, and then the next time you load from your person, because then you
Hmm.
load when you have a lull in the action, you load the side saddle up, and then you load the gun in the side saddle, and then you go back to your pocket and keep going the same way. So then
Right.
it gets to a point where you don't have the time, and you go directly from your pocket or your pouch directly to the gun.
Right.
And those are things that you have to practice as well.
Yeah, and the way I teach shotgun is 3 rounds. You always shoot 3 rounds. With a shotgun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
There's a lot of pellets going down right now.
well, that's 18 pellets. 9.
27.
Yeah, it's 18 pellets. 9 shot, double I buck, 18 pellets. No, not 27 pellets. 27 pellets. Yeah.
I'm trying to help him, guys, but he won't listen.
Yeah, he tried to help me.
Sometimes he just
I had to see the pellets. Get out of here.
I know him. 27.
All right.
Yeah.
702.
You're talking about the Magpul stuff. If you like the look, you can add the Magpul stock or the Hogue stock. If you really want to spend money, no, I don't. That's why I was telling you no.
Yeah.
You can add the $500 4N components and then add the 4N for the 500 and the 590. You're right, from the Mossberg.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's a
I
little bit
liked
too
it
much.
the way it was when I was watching cowboy movies.
All right, here we go.
The
Marlin,
1894 and 357. Now WK's talking. 357 or 38 special is the best all-round lever action on the market today, between $9.99 and $12.50. I agree, and I've always said if I decided to do it, it would be 357 or 38, or in that combination, same damn bullet.
Didn't I say that was the best gun?
Yeah, because that's what I have, and I don't want to do 44.
Oh, you have one of these?
No, well, I have a 1894, but it's in 32 special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When I do find the ammunition for it, it's $3 a bullet. But I can't find the bullets.
I bet you I can.
Go ahead, send it to me. I mean,
okay.
I know it's outrageous. It's a $3 bullet.
Yeah. You have to buy in bulk though in order to get a good price.
Okay, so I'm gonna do $9 worth.
Oh yeah, right. Right. Like the average everybody else, $9 worth. Right.
I'll do 9.
Yeah, I don't buy anything less than 500. So.
But dude, I'll show you when we get off air. I'm telling you, it's like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good price at $3 a bullet. So WK also said the Mossberg Maverick 88 shotguns can use most Mossberg 500 accessories. Okay, see, this is the thing. That's what I was just referring to earlier. That is really cool that you would get these extra tidbits of information.
I almost bought a Maverick 88, but I changed my mind at the last minute.
The security is a good one.
Yeah.
The field one is decent, but the security is good.
Mm-hmm.
The security 88, I think that's what it's called. And
Mark,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on watching the show, my man. Thank you.
And if you have any other questions, type them in, man. Whether it's us or one of these guys, trust me.
And we have some expert shooters
Yes.
in this chat room. We have some expert guys who build guns, reloaders, all in this chat room. I mean, it's not just us with the knowledge. They got some knowledge too, and they throwing it out. 702, 8-shot double-out buck. Flight control for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that keeps that flyer from, especially at 25 yards.
Mm-hmm. And also, don't forget
the 8 pellets. You have 8 pellets instead of 9.
And don't forget the slugs. Don't forget your slugs. Everybody forget about slugs.
Yep.
You may have to shoot through a car one day.
And not only that, but now you get more control over that pattern as well, because you got that one projectile, and you just turned the shotgun into a 50 cal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice having slugs. Slugs are beautiful.
Yep.
I noticed the lever action prices jumped up in prices when Chris Koska showcases his tactical one on social media. It was probably all tricked out too. And with the sealed action, suppressed lever action is outrageous.
No, advantageous, meaning it benefits him.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
A suppressed lever action with a sealed action, meaning you can take it places that you normally wouldn't, keep dust and stuff out of it.
Okay. All right.
Yep. We talk about shot shells real quick.
Okay.
Inside of mini shells. Mini shells are good.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mini shells are good. They work, but you have to make sure that the shotgun that you're using
It's designed for it.
and can chamber them, because
Yeah.
since they're shorter in an average or regular shotgun,
They'll
it's
flip
gonna
around.
not right, and it's not gonna cycle.
Right.
But I think it's the Mossberg is one of them, and they have an add-on that you could put for Remington. And from my knowledge, maybe anybody else can tell me, they do make them the device that helps cycle it, but you have to make sure. And Mossberg, it's an S. So if you have a 590S, then it'll take the shorties. If you have a 500S, it'll take the shorties, or any other number with long as it has an S behind it. Remington, you have to add it yourself, and that's that. That's as much
Okay.
but I know that the mini shells will double your capacity, because it's pretty much a cut shell. So now
Yeah.
you're getting the capacity. So if you had 8 or 4 rounds before, you're getting 8, and then same thing if you're 5, now you're getting 10
Yeah. Yeah.
on average.
Yeah. All right.
But if you
so-
do shoot them in, here's another one. If you shoot it in a side by side or over and under, they work perfectly fine, because they'll eject from that.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you wanted, like, a lesser impact on, for whatever reason, you can use a cut shell inside of a even a single action.
Can't say cut shell. They're short shells.
Sure. So why can't I say cut shell?
Cut shell is actually a whole different beast.
Yeah, but that's what you're basically buying it. I understand.
No,
that.
no. A cut shell is actually a cut shell.
I know.
At
Where do you
the-
think they
at-
got
at
this,
the-
these mini shells from?
Mini shell is not a cut shell. It's just a mini shell. A cut shell is actually you make
I know
a
what
cut.
you're doing with cut shells, so you need to stop talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're about to say. I can understand where you're coming from, but
Right.
the basis of the mini shell is from a cut shell.
I understand.
Can
but
we leave
that's
it at that?
yeah. Okay. 702 pro soft shooting and capacity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so that's
702
what I
also
guess, right.
too, the cons expensive and only run with an adapter.
Right. There you go. That's what he said, adapter. I use that
Yeah.
word.
And P. Walker said thank you. And 702 said the Maverick 88 security with the 20-inch barrel holds 12 mini shells. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Hmm.
You double your
So I guess the Maverick 88 runs the mini shells pretty good then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's the
Um,
Mossberg. Even though it's Maverick, Mossberg is pushing them out nowadays.
Right. Uniform Tango said, yep, I want a lever action in 357, 38 special, because I reload these 2 cartridges. 38 specialist it is already subsonic, so throwing a can on it makes it sexy quiet. Okay. Do they make threaded barrels for lever actions? You guys can answer that for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. That's what he was talking about. Costa had.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
Costa. You
Yeah, I know.
you-
Yeah. Yeah, who don't?
Right. And then
So
he
two
said-
mini,
see?
mi-
Go ahead.
mini shells don't run consistently in his 870.
Right, and that's the
Yeah.
870S. That's
Right.
That's the thing that I was saying. The Mossberg had more success with running these
Oh,
short shells than the Remington.
Now, I didn't know this. WK said mini shells are for range use or plinking only, not recommended for defense.
Defensive use. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
I
see
guess
that.
because the
And that's the same thing Uniform Tango said. He said it's more for less felt recoil. And I
Yeah.
can see it. Yep.
right. I think if you put enough double aught buck on a person, though, it still take them down.
But
Yeah.
I
Shoot
want
that.
to make sure.
Shoot them in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And
OPSOL mini clip is the okay. That's it. That's the device that I was talking about.
the device
looked into it,
you
and
add
then-
on to the shotguns.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got, like I said, I got ancient stuff, so
Yeah.
there wasn't no refab.
He still got slingshots, guys.
Yeah,
It's weird. You know what I'm saying? He actually has the same sling.
and I'm about to go shopping some of these spears when I get out of here.
WK said cut shells
shells
are
are
poor man versions of slugs. Yes, they are.
See, that's what I
But-
didn't want him to talk about. But keep going.
They're cut the shell because they could not afford to buy slugs.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. And I knew
Yeah.
what you were getting at. That's what I was saying. But at that time, when you look at them, the mini shell resembles a cut shell.
Okay,
That's all.
we're gonna leave it at that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, go down to the next one while we get ahead.
Was there another? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Next
'cause that's
category.
the next one. Yeah, those two right there.
Single shot rifles.
No, and one past that.
Okay. Oh, semi-auto.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's any gentlemen on here.
Huh?
Either the semi-auto and then the pump, and then we can kind of roll out from that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can close out after these two. All right.
The single shots are, it's
No, let's do
gentlemen.
the semi-automatic shotguns. Then we're gonna go to pump actions.
I think
all
that
right.
guy right there has been there forever.
Who?
The one on the top, number one.
Oh, the Benelli M4. Yeah.
Yep.
You can buy those right now. That's the semi-automatic version. So they're over 800 and something. You can get the pump version for like under $6.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a well-made shotgun. It's made out of turkey. No, it's not.
Which one are you talking about?
No. The Stoger one is made out of turkey.
And the Winchester.
Yeah.
That Super X is a Turkish gun.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 4. WK.
Yeah, number 4.
Al.
So Benelli is got 2 places on there. You got the Super Black Eagle.
Yep.
And you got the Browning A5. I'm surprised they don't have the Mossberg. There's any of the Mossberg or the Remingtons up here.
Yeah, but again, we got to look at the source.
Where
of
this is coming from,
right?
Yeah.
And then also in this list, you have Beretta, Benelli, which pretty much is the same company because Beretta is the parent company to Benelli and what's the other guy, Stoger, and
right.
There's another one that they have as well underneath their wing. But these guns right here, these are all decent guns. Even the Winchester. I know how you two feel about my Turkish cousins, but these guns are all good guns.
Right.
And
now,
the good thing about a pump, just to finish, you're the operator.
These are semi-automatics.
These are semis. Okay.
These are semis. Yeah. Let me go to the. Let me go down to the next one. I'm gonna read some of the chats real quick before we start on this one. Uniform Tango said they're field expedient slugs.
Right.
Yes. There's also another way, and you talk to me offline about that, and I'll give you the other way. So I'm not going to talk about that.
Oh my goodness!
Got me going to jail tonight.
Exactly.
702 said,
Yep.
Go ahead, read it.
He says he doesn't know about that. It's 1,200 FPS with the mini slugs, and that's an ounce of lead moving pretty fast. Basically saying that he thinks that the mini shell could do the defensive work.
It's moving just about the same as a 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So he's saying it's moving pretty fast for it not to be capable of self-defense.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it will penetrate flesh.
Right, but WK said that it's for range activity, not necessarily self-defense. He's saying he begs to differ. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. WK Don. What is that?
Oh. Somebody's the Don.
Oh, the Don.
Probably.
Okay.
Him. Probably talking about himself.
WK said, "Don't buy cheap Turkish copy of Benelli M4 shotgun. Big piece of shit."
I love it.
Did I say it right, WK? Just like how you would say it. Uniform Tango said
the Turkinelli.
Oh, the Turkinelli. Yeah.
So let's get in. A lot of these Turkish guns they've taken the patterns from Benelli and they're using them on their guns. And I'm telling you, I've seen them. I'm not going to stake my life on it. I'm not going to risk my reputation on it. But some of these guns are pretty good.
So let's get into pump shotguns. Mm-hmm. Mossberg 590 is
now
still
that
the best.
Is the 590, but that picture is that Sidewinder or something like
that.
That
picture is that is the 590 Shockwave. That's what that is.
Okay.
That's the 590
that gun
Shockwave.
Right there is great if you're boarding other vessels and you're a pirate and you have to swing across a rope and hold on to a rifle or pistol.
You want to put it up to your face and try to aim with it. Knock your lips off. Because that's what's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to have a stupid pistol grip on the shotgun. No reason.
No, I'm glad you used that word because if I said it, then you'd be saying to me.
But you can buy. the Mossberg 590, you can take that pistol grip off and put a
Yeah, I've seen that.
T6 on it,
Yep.
and you still got a beautiful shotgun.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But they
And
kind of changed some of the dimensions because that thing right there is considered any other weapon, an AOW. So it's
Yeah.
not classified as a shotgun. That's how they're
Who's-
able to sell it with the short barrel.
right, because it becomes a NFA item,
Right.
and so that's why they don't have the T6 stock on it.
hmm
So,
But you can do, you know.
yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
But I have a Mossberg 590M with the magazine fit.
Okay.
So, and haven't shot it yet. My other choice was the Remington 870. That is a good shotgun, but the prices are at least $300 to $400 more than the Mossberg 590s.
Now, I will tell you this: since Remington's been having a lot of issues with their company and the running of the company, quality control has gone down. So if you have older ones, you have no problem. My 870s are made in like in the 90s, and that is the youngest is in the 90s. The other ones are made in the 80s. And other than changing the rings on those guns, and those are the semi-automatics, the 1187 and 1100. Other than changing the rings, their gun has been is stock. And I'm telling you, I bought those when I had full, as you would say, I had an afro back then.
Right.
But
And platform shoes.
and then those two, the 870 nowadays, I don't know, man. I've heard a lot of horror stories, and I've read it, and I'm not personal, but you can look it up yourself on these forums, and there's a lot of horror stories about the modern ones, even with the some of the other Remingtons with that R51, I think it was the pistol that they brought out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of
And
issues with that.
Charles 7 on Instagram, Charles 762 said cut shells work in a pinch, and he also said hell no to any Caltech shotguns.
Yeah, Vane
he
Cop,
said
I'm down with the Vane Cop 590. Absolutely.
he also
definitely.
said yeah, the Van Camp 590 is a
Classic.
yeah, it's a sling rig. Yeah. So so the best shotgun you can ever buy is a Mossberg 500. You can still
agree
get
with
these you can still get these things at the pawn shop for under $200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shop around. They're out there.
Especially used ones.
Mhm.
Military or police.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shop
definitely agree with
around.
that.
Make those offers, make those deals. If they got it for $189, try to walk out of there for $150 if you can. You know what I'm saying? Tell them you'll buy that shotgun. If they got some shells, I'll buy
Cash on
3
the
or 4
barrel,
boxes of shells or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's walk out there with that gun.
Definitely.
Yeah, the Caltech
That
KSG is a piece of crap.
Ooh.
I don't even know why it's up here.
Ooh, they just came out with a one that's in 410 now. I think a 20 gauge is coming. And the thing I'm gonna say, I'm not a bullpup fan, but what I will say about that gun is that the recoil goes straight back. There's no lift in that; it comes straight back. So when the people that I've seen it, and I've been on a range where guys had them, it's actually direct this way. It doesn't do a lot of that. So if you're somebody that's kind of sensitive to firearms or someone that's not really versed in shotguns, it's not bad. But again, it's much better than this Smith & Wesson version of it.
Right.
Smith & Wesson recalled it, and they haven't heard anything else since. It's still on their website, though. But the KSG and I think the other one is KS7. This one has 15 rounds of ammunition could be in that at one time.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some pluses to it. But
but a lot of people are blowing their hands off of that thing. You know what I'm
they don't know
saying?
what they're doing.
Yeah, they did, which is true. They didn't know what they're doing.
And if you look at it, there's no hand stop on that.
It was a hand stop, and the hand stop kept coming off when you as you go forward to bring back to extract the round and go forward to put the new round in. The thing was coming off. People's hands were flying up toward the barrels, and they were shooting half their hands off.
Wow. So go back up to that one that Shockwave. You know that it has that loop on it. That's what they need.
Yeah, the loop is so your hand doesn't fly off.
Yep.
Yeah.
See?
So
look, you at Uniform Tango just responded.
Okay, yeah. I got some stuff to get up to too. Let's go to Instagram. Charles 7.62 say he has old man eyes. He's also said the Winchester.
Thank you, Charles. SXP
SXP is
is
smooth
smooth out of the box.
out of the
Thank you,
box.
sir, because that is a Turkish-made gun. That's a
Okay.
Turkish-made gun. I'm finally getting backup. Minions rise! Turkish guns rise!
I heard if you shoot a Turkish gun, it's gonna have turkey juice coming out of the breech. You know what I'm saying? Gravy.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that. Nut
Uniform
job.
Tango said, "My bros 870.
870 is also made in the 90s. It's a beast.
It's
Yes,
a beast,
sir.
right?
I'm telling you, I
Yeah,
got
it's
rounds
nothing wrong with the
and-
870. It's just they're out of my price range. What I want to spend for a shotgun. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if I wanted to get a new one, I can for what I would spend on a 870, I can get a used Mossberg and a used one. You know what I'm saying? And still have a little change left over.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I've just been defeated. By the time you get to the end, my idea for the KSG has already been
Right. Uniform Tango agreed on 870. This is the best.
You can't.
702 say you can't beat the old
870
police.
prices.
87. Yep.
And most of them
Um,
have been sitting in a corner or sitting in a car somewhere. They're not being shot, so you'll be fine.
Right. So he's shot a KSG. I've shot one too. I didn't like it. I thought it was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But then you got Uniform Tango 12 gauge. It rocks my skull.
Right. It rocked his skull, so he in and out with that one.
Yeah.
Here's my idea for the
Okay.
KSG.
Yeah. 702.
He said
The shockwave loop is trash. Mine fell off the first time.
out.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, there's
Right.
a lot of energy, and that material has to hold on to all of that.
Then
I
in the
can see
port,
that.
if you can't afford 870,
Mhm.
500, you can't afford the stupid shockwave at the top. Always go down and get you a Mossberg Maverick 88 because you can get them things for under $150, brand new
Yeah.
almost.
Somewhere right,
It is ridiculous.
189,
Yeah.
200. You get the one with the extended magazine tube is going to be a little bit.
So these guys are telling on themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody got shockwaves.
Mhm.
Uniform Tango said, yeah, his loops came off too.
He said those loops will come off.
Yeah. That's why I don't
remember,
own a shockwave.
Remington
Yeah.
tried. See, he said it.
Yeah.
He's got the 500. Oh no, he's
Oh.
agreeing with you saying
Yeah, the 500 or
Yeah,
88
yeah,
is
yeah,
damn
88.
two good guns.
Oh yeah,
And I got my eye on a Mossberg 500. It's a long hunting. It's got the long barrel on it.
Okay.
So I got my eye on one, and I don't know if I'll go down there and see if it's still down there and pull the trigger on it. You know what I'm saying? And
So-
offer.
The
Go ahead.
good thing about finally, I get to say my point now. The good thing about pump shotguns is that you're the energy that makes the gun chamber. That's all I wanted to say.
You say what now? You say what? Say
You're
it
the
again.
energy that makes the chambers around. So a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
times when you're shooting semi-automatics, you got to figure out what low round that you can shoot, what bird shot you can shoot, and things like that. With with a pump, you're the action. You're the
Oh
action.
yeah, you
So
are
as
the
long
action.
as long as that the gauge is proper, you got the proper gauge. Thank you, P. Walker. That was my audition for today. But as long as that shell goes inside that chamber, you'll be fine.
Right. Charles
UT,
7.62 said he said Remington is dead to me.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. The
Yeah.
modern day Remington is really, you got to sort through it. You got to really sort through it.
702 says the Big Five has
the
my Maverick 88.
They're
There are everywhere. Yeah, which is true. You can find a Maverick 88. Yeah, a bunch of them used.
Okay.
And P. Walker's laughing at you. Uniform Tango laughing at you.
Mhm.
And I have both. P. Walker said, I have both. The Shockwave and the 500. Oh my God, P. Walker, you
Wow.
got quite the collection.
I'm telling you.
I wouldn't, boy, oh boy. You know?
Mhm.
P.
Shockwave
Walker,
and
if you're local in our area, we have a meet and greet coming up
Mhm.
April 21st. And
We appreciate it. Come on.
yeah. And
You can
Uniform
shoot everything
Tango.
there. You can shoot shotguns there too.
Yeah, he
Well,
says
we're gonna have
exactly.
shotgun anyway.
LG. He agrees with you.
Thank you, brother.
You said we're gonna have a shotgun day?
Yeah, we're gonna have a shotgun day down the road.
Okay. All right, I got that. Yeah, I got some shot. I got some. Well, I'm gonna bring out. I'm not gonna bring out the Russian one.
Mm.
I have a Sega 12. I will not bring that out. You know what I'm saying?
Is that just for the apocalypse?
No, it's worth too much, right?
I understand.
I am
I
not shooting
understand.
that. We're gonna call
I
the end to
understand.
that.
Yep.
It's worth too much to shoot any of my Russian rifles.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to
Yeah.
break them. Don't want to destroy them. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave them the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
I'm gonna probably have to do is take your word and do the same thing because I'm still carrying that Sega out with me almost every time we
you
go to the
are.
beach.
You better
Yeah, bro.
stop. Better stop.
I love that gun. I love that
Yeah,
gun.
I love mine too, but I put a
Oh, that's
titanium.
true. That's
I put
true.
a titanium piston in mine. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You
Charles
will.
on Instagram 7.62 says he's got a M4 1301 X SXP,
The new one.
the
That's
new
the
one,
new one. Yep.
right?
Yeah, that's a good gun. That's a
And
good gun.
P Walker. Oh,
You're right. I
you know
forgot.
I lost all my
Yes,
firearms in the boating accident.
that's right.
Yeah, these are
That
fond
is true.
memories. Yes,
That is true.
right. That is very true.
Yep.
Yeah,
Totally
my
agree.
dog ate mine,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yep.
my homework.
My brontosaurus ate mine.
Yeah. Oh man, this was another great show, you guys. We
Yep.
appreciate you guys coming on and watching the show.
Thank you, 702. Hit that last one. Hit that last one.
Okay.
I was gonna say that to him, but I let him go. I let him off the hook. He said
What you
those
say?
Russians are real fragile. Are that fragile? What are you scared of?
I'm not scared of anything. I used to
No, talking
run,
about your Sega coming out with the play with the boys.
dude. I used to run my Russian Sega AK
Mm-hmm.
every class.
Yeah.
And I ran it on all my big classes. I ran it for years from 2000 when I first bought it all the way. I just retired it just before the pandemic. And I used to get that baby so hot. I used to have some plastic rails on it and they all melted off.
Mm-hmm.
And so I run Russian rifles. Don't
Mm-hmm.
get it twisted, my man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not scared of
But
running them.
I let him go when he said that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it still goes out. It
Yeah.
gets a few rounds go through.
I just won't shoot it because it's just the value of it, and I don't want to do anything to it.
Ooh,
What it say?
good one, UT. He
It's
said your Sega is your Russian safe queen now.
yeah, basically, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
But
but
he's
I
got a
have
couple of Segas. Let him play you off like that.
yeah, I got the. I don't
The
just don't
king,
have
queen,
one,
and the
guys. I got more
pauper.
than one. I got more than one Sega, and but I'm just gonna retire them because I have other AKs to replace them, other shotguns to replace them. I can run a shotgun just as fast as I can run a AR.
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fun, and the same
Yeah.
thing. What we talked about, it made me think the reloading of revolvers versus semi-autos, and loading semi-auto shotguns versus pump action shotguns and things like that. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Let's see, 702, Charles 707.62 on Instagram said, made some taco handguards sizzle a few times. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on his AK. Yeah, yep, yeah, and yeah, because the AKs they get hot after about what is it, about 700 or 800 rounds. Those
Yep.
things get hot, and you got to move your hand off the handguard back to the what a magazine well is.
Yep.
Now ARs they get hot, but they just don't get as hot as that 7.62 do. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
the
it's very
design of the gun, the heat of the AR is here. The heat
mhm.
of the AK is in your user space.
Yeah, senior user
That's
space.
the
The
crazy
pistons
part.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Exactly.
and so that baby gets very very hot.
Yep.
But 702 said, "Oh, okay. Let me go back. I missed some stuff here.
I got you.
Okay.
He Uniform Tango said that his AK 105 is his safe queen now,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah,
105 is a nice AK.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
P. Walker, it's on our website, and it starts in the beginning of this show. If you rewind this, go to the beginning, the information.
Or just go to saberteamtactical.com, go to classes, and go down to the bottom.
Website?
Yeah, it's on the website.
Okay. And then the last one is the Russian Saigas dropped in value when the Turks released theirs.
Oh,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, but they still have a they still hold their own.
They do.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's still.
Yeah.
I saw it last week. It was about 1,400,
Yeah.
and that's just a
Yeah.
general search. I wasn't looking at quality or anything. Just basic
Mhm.
Saiga 762, and that was
Yeah.
$1,200.
Oh,
didn't
Charles
know
on
about that.
Instagram, 7.62. He said he has an AK 105 too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good. They're real
Mhm.
good guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody has a Kalashnikov yet.
Mm.
That is my ultimate goal, is to own a Kalashnikov. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's only $2,000.
I know. Yeah, I might get wild one of these days. You know what I'm saying?
Man cave.
Yeah. So P. Walker said thank you.
You're absolutely welcome.
And guys, thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Oh, and we like I said, like the show on Instagram and YouTube, and share the show. I mean, and also too, if you guys are watching the show on Instagram, please go to the 2 Alpha Talk in the search bar and subscribe to the show. Subscribe to YouTube too, so you guys can see when these shows come up. And right now we're doing them every Sunday night at 8:30, but it will change here in a couple months to back to another Saturday night. So there's reasons behind that, and a few people know. And Uniform Tango
We'll try to
said,
stay consistent. We
yeah,
warn you ahead of time.
Kalashnikov is USA, but
No,
they still got
Kalashnikov USA is the USA version versus Kalashnikov, the one in Russia, is what he's saying.
yeah, but the
He's asking you,
Kalashnikov.
is that what one you're looking for?
Oh yeah, the Kalashnikov USA. Yeah, because you can't get the Kalashnikov's Russian anymore, but you can get the USA. The USA version is Russia. That's here down in Florida, and they build them almost the same way. They do their tests and evaluations the same way as they did in Russia. And if you go to their website, they have some beautiful machines, and you can't beat them. I don't think that thumbs up came out.
Yeah, I just got it for you.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
up there now.
Thank you guys for watching the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for all the chats. And we'll see you guys in the range.
Yes,
Got anything,
sir.
Al?
Yes, sir. Protect the Second Amendment.
Yes, protect the Second Amendment, and also donate to one of these guys who are legally fighting for the Second Amendment and fighting for your rights, because there are a bunch of crap that's coming out right now, and we'll probably talk about that next week. All right,
Bye, Wayne.
Yeah, bye, Wayne. Oh my God! All right, guys, we're out.
Ciao.
Hey.